Hello, Scorpio. This is Carrie from Celestial Forecasts with your reading for the first half of March from the 1st through the 15th. What we're taking a look at here today are lost connections, what's going on in their life since the separation, and ultimately what do they want to say to you through this reading. General, as always, guys, it's not going to resonate with every single person. Please do take from it what makes sense for you personally and release the rest. If you are interested in your own personal private reading, that info is down below in the description box. And of course, I'll include a link to the decks that you see here today, Scorpio. So let's begin. These are the three that we're going to be using for your focus messages. The Divine Masculine within my head deck by Fire Witch Tarot, and then we'll grab a card from the Journey to the Divine Feminine deck. This is by Divine Moon Empress. And lastly, by Angelic Revelation 144, you have My Heart, Soul Lovers, and Separation. Okay, so let's begin, Scorpio, and take a look and see what's coming in for you for this lost connection, starting with the message from the Divine Masculine here. Angels and Spirit Guides, please, for Scorpio. For a connection that has been lost, where is the masculine at? What are they thinking? Whoa, I'm still very much in love with you. So, my feminines, if you weren't sure how your masculine was feeling, despite the fact that this is a lost connection, you guys are not together at this point, this is what they're thinking. They're still in love with you. Wow, that's a great card coming forward from the masculine. So let's add to this. Let's see where our feminines are at. Angels and Spirit Guides, please, for Scorpio. First half of March. Is this year flying or what? We're in March already? My feminines, maybe you're just trying to hold on to the faith that if you guys are meant to be, if you guys are meant to find your way back to each other, you're just trying to perhaps hold on to what you believe in when it comes to this connection, trusting in the universe, following your gut. And again, if it's just meant to be, it will be. So we'll take a look at that here. All right, one last focus card. Soul, Lovers, and Separation for Scorpio. Guided to this card right here. With just one text, one call, one look, one smile, you make my day. You are the most important person in my life, and it doesn't matter where I am, I'm always thinking of you day and night. What a beautiful card. For a lost connection, I don't think you guys have stopped thinking about each other, despite the fact that this is coming through clearly for two people who are currently not together. The love is still here from the masculine. My feminines, I believe that and feel that you still have love for your masculine here. And you guys still think about each other. Okay, so that's currently where you guys are at. I'm going to set these guys aside because I never have enough room on my desk here. So let's go ahead and add to this. We'll grab some cards from the Arrows of Love Oracle. This is by Mystic Moon. Angels and Spirit Guides, please, for Scorpio for the first half of March. You guys still love each other. Perhaps you guys are both just trusting if this is meant to be, it will be again. Erotic activation, perhaps the sexual connection, the sexual chemistry, the sexual memories. Okay, that's still there. Look at this next card. This connection still has a lot of potential to grow, to turn into something beautiful and lasting. Once again, partnership. That's the next card. You guys want to come back together. Two people who still have so much love for one another that still want to be together. We have violets are blue, loyalty. Someone's favorite color could be blue, purple, violet. And maybe there was an issue with loyalty, which is why this is a lost connection. But maybe especially for my feminines, you're just trying to tap into your faith. Maybe you've turned to prayer about this. Trusting that if you guys are to find your way back, you will. Maybe the experience of going into separation was actually a blessing Maybe there's a lesson that you guys were meant to learn as a result of the distance between the two of you. Look at this. And then we have a promise. Maybe a promise was broken in the past, which could have also contributed to this lost connection. But with a reconnection, with the potential for love to grow again, maybe there could actually be something solid here between the two of you by way of an engagement, marriage, long-term commitment. Beautiful messages. Wow. So let's add to this with some additional guidance from the Pining Rose deck, Love Oracle by Calico Moon. Angels and spirit guides, please, for Scorpio. What else do we need to know here? We have a yes answer. I kind of feel you would both be open to the possibility of a reunion. It's like, yes, I want to try this again. Yes, I'm still in love with you. Yes, I believe in our love. We do have spies, so maybe you guys are actually keeping tabs on each other, either on social media. Maybe you're asking about one another through mutual friends. There is this need for patience because it does take time for things to grow and develop, to win trust back, if that was a factor. All of those things take time because there's a reason why this is a lost connection. So maybe there's healing that still needs to happen here, individually as well as together in the connection. Look at this. There is a reunion that's totally possible, and there is still hope here. Amazing messages coming through. So let's add to this, Scorpio. Let's see what else is going on between the two of you here. I'm going to grab from my Modern Day Seers Tarot and Oracle here, Tarot with a twist. If you're not familiar with this deck, guys, this is a deck that I created that contains new Oracle messages, new court cards, and of course all of the traditional tarot cards. 117 cards, so it's a big deck, but it's a lot of fun to use, especially for beginners or advanced beginners, because most of the cards do contain upright and reversed messages, so there's no second guessing what the cards mean. It's laid out right in front of you, so it makes it really easy to learn. So this one coming up in the reverse, I feel we've got the Four of Swords. For some of you guys, maybe your person could be an air sign, Libra, Aquarius, Gemini. So there's a very restless energy with the Four of Swords in the reverse, and somebody could feel like they're burnt out. But this could also be letting us know that between the two of you, and why the reason is why their patience is needed, because in the reverse, the Four of Swords is a situation that's recovering, yes, but it's recovering slowly. And somebody here, either yourself, Scorpio, or your person, or both of you, maybe you guys are just in deep contemplation. You're really thinking about what's your next move? What can you guys do to fix this? But it is an energy of healing, so this is a great card to come up in the reverse. The next card is the White Rose card. It is in the upright, so purity, grace, innocence, humility. It is a new beginning. We have a reunion here. The love potential, it still has the capability of growing. I don't feel you guys have reached the peak of the level that your love could go. And white roses could also mean something very special to some of you. This hasn't been an easy journey with that Nine of Wands. Some of you guys might be focused on a fire sign here, Leo, Aries, Sagittarius. But there's this very resilient energy when it comes to the Nine of Wands. You know, so I feel either the masculine or the feminine is willing to take one last stand to be able to fight for this. You know, this relationship could have tested both of you. And either one of you could be very guarded at this point because it hurt to go into separation. But this is also a card of two people perhaps that have learned from the past and what did not work in your relationship. Hopefully getting it right the second time around. The masculine coming through as the King of Cups here. So perhaps, my feminines, if you are watching for a divine masculine who is a Scorpio, this could be your masculine right here. Or my feminines, you could certainly resonate with the energies of the King of Cups, somebody who's very caring and loving, very compassionate and emotionally balanced. Okay? And look at this, we've got the Ace of Cups. So another reference to a new beginning here. We've got the White Rose and then we've got the Ace of Cups. But this is a great card as well. Since you guys are a lost connection, you're not together right now. It's a time to really focus on yourself and your own healing and being able to love yourself first. That's very important in order for you to be ready to reconnect with the one that you do love. Two of Wands. A couple of choices that perhaps you're being given here. You know, one path will lead you guys back towards each other and another path will just keep this connection lost. But I feel based off of what's presenting itself here, you're both open to starting again and really wanting to take a look at the future and planning for a better future together. And then we have the Maple Tree card. So this is a card of bringing things back into balance, and that your relationship, given another try, a second chance, can withstand the test of time, that it can be a strong connection, that whatever promises you guys made to each other that were not kept, the Maple Tree card is another card of promises that can be revived. And it's also a card letting us know that seasons are changing. So there's a reason why patience is required. Because whenever I see that reference, when seasons are changing and moving on from one season to the next, time is involved. So this is letting us know that it might take a little bit of time for this reunion to happen. But that's not necessarily a bad thing, because again, that could be a blessing in disguise. It's taking its time to get to you, but there's a reason for that. And certainly healing takes time. Okay, so that's what's coming through from the tarot messages. Let's go ahead and grab some dialogue cards here. I'm going to pull from my Thinking Man Oracle. This is the volume 2 version. Scorpio, so let's go ahead and grab some messages on behalf of the masculine here and what they're thinking right now. Angels and spirit guides, please, for Scorpio, divine masculine. We can't do in the 5D what I really want to do with you in the 3D. You know, definitely face-to-face interaction. Certainly the erotic activation there, very sexual in energy. Those intimate moments that you guys have shared. You know, and part of that 5D vibe could be that they're fantasizing about you, my feminines. But there's nothing like having that fantasy come true. If I had a time machine, I'd go back to make right what went wrong between us. I miss you so much. Please don't ever doubt my love for you. It's the only thing I'm sure of in my life, in my heart. These are some very heartfelt messages coming from the masculine. These two cards, they always make me laugh sometimes in the combination, because just the whole reference thing, if I had a time machine, and then this one, I wish life had a rewind button so I can fix us. So I can tell you all the things I wanted to say but never did. So I can hold you in my arms and never let you go. So I can make us right once again. I mean, in a fantasy world, if we really did have a time machine and a rewind button that could take us back in time so we could undo the damage and things we said and did to ruin the dynamic of a relationship, if those things were possible, you know, there would be a whole lot less heartbreak in the world, perhaps. But this is a lost connection for a reason. So unfortunately, there's nothing that this masculine can obviously do to go back in time to change things. But they certainly want to fix things between the two of you, my feminines. And they miss you so much. Please tell me we can try again. So if you're open to trying again, the opportunity for a reunion, new beginnings, it's here. It is here. Okay, so that is coming from the masculine. So let's go ahead and grab some messages from my feminines here. If I can grab the whole deck, there we go. This is my Woman's Intuition Oracle. So let's grab some cards from here. So feminines, what would you like to say? You know, it's funny because when I created this deck, and I didn't even mean to have so many feisty messages in here on behalf of the feminine, but that's just how it ended up being. I might have to create a more toned down version of it, but it is what it is. So the woman's intuition, let's take a look. My feminines with an attitude for some of these cards. We'll see what pops up here. You take my breath away, even from afar. All right. I mean, I'm not surprised to see that. I mean, from the masculine, I'm still very much in love with you. And my feminines, you, I feel, still believe in this connection. I'm a queen. Treat me like one even when I'm doing your laundry. There you go. You want your masculine to treat you like a queen, the queen that you are. And maybe they failed to do that the first time. But they're willing to fix things here. You are my destiny. I am yours. Okay? So you see your masculine as somebody that you are fated to be with. They are your destiny. I love a masculine who knows he's divine. So basically what this is you love a masculine who's confident in who they are, who they represent. And I feel they certainly are confident in the love that they have for you, my feminines. Your kiss lingers on my lips still. Okay? And perhaps for some of you, this is the bottom of the deck. Have you forgotten about me, about us? They haven't. You're very much on their mind and they still love you, my feminines. You are not forgotten by any means. Okay? So that's what's coming through there from the feminine. So I wanted to go ahead and grab some additional messages from this beautiful deck created by my soul sister, Angelic Revelation 144. And I use this for my Lost Connections reading because of the messages here. It is a connection lost somewhere in time, whether you see your person as a soulmate, a twin flame. We're not too focused on the labels here, but it is a message from your lost love here. So let's take a look and see what's in their heart for you. Angels and spirit guides, please, for Scorpio. For this lost connection. Soulmate. You are my beloved soulmate. We have a special soul bond that unites us and draws us close to one another. Our connection is eternal and sacred. That's so beautiful. Wow. You guys are definitely connected. No air. Living without you is like trying to live without air. How can I breathe without you? That's how they're feeling. No longer together. Although we may be separated, I feel your energy, your emotions, and your desires intensely. There you go. Energetically, you guys are still interacting. You are my inspiration. You have been my greatest teacher and have inspired me in so many ways. Thank you. So maybe you've both inspired each other to do better in your lives during this separation, working on yourselves and personal goals and dreams that you might have been pursuing in your own life. I crave you. The fire you ignited in me still burns hot for you. Erotic activation. Fiery chemistry. Sexual chemistry. Okay? That's what is in their heart for you. And maybe you're able to relate to this for yourself also. All right, Scorpio. So wrapping things up with one last batch of cards here. This is a deck called Messages of Closure. This is by All Things Intuitive. And just a bit of a background on this deck, she actually created this deck for those who have lost a loved one who has passed on. So if that is something that you can relate to, and that is why this connection is lost, then these messages could certainly be for you. But this can apply to anybody that's able to relate to somebody that you've lost touch with, gone into separation. There is a distance between the two of you. So not necessarily just for those who have lost somebody that has passed on. Okay, so let's go ahead and grab a few cards from here to wrap things up for you. Angels and spirit guides, please, for Scorpio. Please acknowledge me. Okay, you want to be acknowledged. You want to basically know that they're thinking about you, that you matter. Okay, and you absolutely do. They haven't forgotten about you at all. I am sorry I left while you were young. Okay, so this could certainly pertain to those who lost maybe a parent, a loved one, a partner. When you guys were young, you could have been childhood sweethearts, high school sweethearts. Maybe you guys knew each other when you were growing up. Okay, so take that how it resonates. I am with you all the time. And this can apply to those who have lost a loved one who's passed on. Maybe you still feel their presence around you. And this doesn't just have to pertain to romantic partners. It's anyone. Could be a parent, a grandparent, a sibling, a friend. They're around you. They're watching out for you. They're looking out for you. And for this person, Scorpio, that you want to reunite with and come back into union with, energetically, we've already established that you guys are still connecting. Look at this. Thank you for making amends. Thank you for making right what was wrong between us. Thank you for wanting to fix what's broken between us. And maybe some of you guys really needed this one. I was wrong and I'm sorry. An apology, perhaps, that you never received. Do you still feel my presence? Absolutely. 100%. All right, guys, so beautiful messages coming through here. Scorpio, it's a blessed reading, really. There's still hope for this lost connection, for you guys to come back together. The love, the desire, it's still here, even after all this time. It doesn't matter if this has been a lost connection from weeks ago or years ago. It does not matter. You guys still are feeling each other's presence. The love is still here. And I feel it's just a matter of time before you guys can have your reunion. A new beginning. All right, guys, so that's where I'm going to leave this reading. Such a beautiful reading coming through here for you guys today. And I do hope whatever part of it you resonated with, that it offered you some hope, that there's still a chance for you to reunite with the one that you love. All right, guys, so that's it for now. If you're interested in your own reading, that info is down below. Thank you guys so very much for tuning in, and I'll see you next time. Take care.